Turning now to your community focus, we've been introducing you to the candidates to replace Congressman Jim Langevin in Rhode Island's 2nd Congressional District here on 12 News at 4. Today we are joined live via Zoom by Democrat David Segal. Thanks so much for being here.
Thanks for having me, Kim.
So 60 seconds or less, why do you want to be Rhode Island's next congressman?
So I've been working on important issues for the last 20 years, first as a state lawmaker, well, as a city lawmaker and then state lawmaker, and for the last 10 years running a progressive advocacy organization. And people are frustrated because they understand the government should be able to do more for them, and there are all kinds of issues that have gone unaddressed for decades, like securing an economy that works for everybody, securing genuinely universal access to high-quality health care, accelerating the transition to a renewable energy economy. And throughout my career, I've been able to build the broad coalitions that are necessary in order to overcome the special interests and corporate interest money that make it so hard to make progress on these issues. And I think that's what we need right now, and that's why I'm running for Congress and hope to have the support of the people of District 2.
In just under an hour, we're going to be getting a look at the results of our exclusive 12 News and Roger Williams University poll, which will include the first results in your primary race. I'm curious where you think you're going to rank.
I guessed you might ask me this one. I think we're going to see that I have some room to grow, and I'm also confident that support for me and this effort is going to grow as people hear more about my message, about my years of work on these important issues, about support from folks like Elizabeth Warren and a variety of local and national organizations that stand for building a fairer economy and all the other issues I just spoke to.
Very diplomatic answer. You are widely seen as the most progressive of candidates in this race. Congressman Langevin was seen as more of a centrist among House Democrats. So do you think voters in the 2nd District have an appetite for your policies after backing a lawmaker like Langevin for so many years?
So I appreciate the question. I want to say on some of these issues, I think it's a little bit of a false choice. I mean, Rep. Langevin is actually a co-sponsor of Medicare for All, for instance. And this is a district that in the primary voted overwhelmingly for Bernie Sanders in 2016. And it looked like Bernie and Elizabeth together were on pace, as we turn the corner into the primaries in 2020 to win this district pretty handily. And I also think that I have a unique record of working in broad coalitions. When I talk about broad coalitions, I don't mean just with other progressives like myself. I mean with traditional Democrats, I mean with independents, and even with Republicans. And I have a 20-year track record of doing that. And I think that general election voters will be very responsive to somebody with that record because it's the only way that we can get things done and overcome special interest and corporate spending.
I've been asking a lot of the candidates who have been joining us here on 12 News at 4 about Roe v. Wade. I had Republican candidate Alan Fung in studio last week. He made clear what he won't support in any abortion-related bills. I'm curious, from the other end of the spectrum, from your perspective, do you support any restrictions on abortion through the 9th month of pregnancy?
I support the codification of Roe v. Wade, and I supported it when I was member of the legislature here. I was one of a handful of co-sponsors back in 2007, 2008, and work was carried forward over the course of coming years to actually succeed at codifying legislation, codifying Roe v. Wade here, which is tremendous. I think that we need to be concerned that abortion rights are under threat across the country, and that there's a chance that there might be a federal ban on abortion imposed if Republicans do take over the presidency and the Congress. And so we need to keep pushing back despite the fact that we are lucky to be protected in Rhode Island, at least for the time being.
So you say you support codifying Roe v. Wade, nothing beyond that, though? I support the codification of Roe v. Wade. Okay, I want to talk with you just quickly before we let you go. We've got about 60 seconds left on the topic of inflation, something that's certainly on everyone's minds. What do you think Congress should be doing concretely right now to help fix this issue for Americans?
I think it's an incredibly important issue. I think that in the immediate, I would like to see Congress do something like a supplemental payment, like the kind of thing that happened early in the pandemic, to help people deal with the immediate costs of inflation. And over time, we need to do a variety of different things. We need to accelerate the transition to renewable energy so that things like gas price inflation are no longer the burden they are right now. And we also need to attack the power of these corporate monopolies that have expanded in size, have gained pricing power, and are helping to drive inflation. So we need to look at breaking them up. We need to look at excess profit taxes so that we decrease the incentive for companies to jack up prices in moments like this.
Democrat for Congress David Segal, that is all the time that we have today. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks so much for having me.
And he joins 5 other Democrats running, including Omar Ba, Joy Fox, Seth Magaziner, Sarah Morgenthau, and Cameron Moquin. Michael Neary has just recently dropped out of this race. There are also 2 Republicans in the race, former Cranston Mayor Alan Fung and former State Rep Bob Lancia. And looking ahead to tomorrow, when Massachusetts Attorney General Maura Healey will be joining us to talk about her race for the governor's seat in Massachusetts and the local issues that impact our area.